Hey guys, welcome back to the Thorek survival game, episode number 2, and potentially the last episode, because I just realized even though he cut back on when I say he, the mod author for Man the Ramparts, even though he cut back on the public order penalty, it's still going to be too much for us to overcome, I can tell already. I hadn't paid close enough attention to, or I hadn't thought through the implications here, but the casualty replenishment rate minus 50% for armies in province, yeah, it's just, we're not ever going to get any replenishment back, basically. So,
If you want something done
I don't know. I mean, we'll do the best we can here. We're gonna hit Mount Arachnos in this episode, and we're gonna try to run back and do what we can to deal with the rebellion when it happens. But it looks to me like it's probably already hopeless, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'm. I mean, I did the math quickly in my head, and it's going to be close. Let me put it that way, and I could be off just a little bit. So, all right. Anyway, so here we are on turn number 4. We're going to go ahead and hit Mount Arachnos. I just realized we actually got no grudges settled at all for winning that previous battle. That army wasn't worth any. This settlement, however, is worth a few. We'll go ahead and do it. Why not? Did not realize that army is that close. Circle. Yeah, they're close, but they're still too far away for us to actually do anything about them, so it's fine. We are still going to go ahead and do this then. Move you a little closer here. We'll go ahead and fight this settlement battle. This time we're only going to sack it, and we could auto-resolve, but I'm not going to. Take a look at the battlefield here. Okay, pretty much what we're used to. Alrighty. What to do? Let's go ahead and try basically the same thing that we did before, except we're going to do it down here. If I put you over here. Okay, I just realized it didn't really put us in the same formation, did it? All right, you guys right there. That's fine. I think that'll be fine. You guys here. You guys here. Then we'll put you 3 here in the middle. Let's get you around over here, you back here, and you over here. You can be here. Let's move you a little bit more over here. You right here. You guys here. Let's move you over a little bit. You right here. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. Let's move you all over like that a little bit. You could be like this. You like that. And we still have 2 more. Okay. How did we end up with extra warriors? I don't know, but I'll take it. You like this. We'll get you over here, and you can be my reserve. Okay, I think that should be fine. Again, everybody. No, I'm not going to do that again. Let's just get you. You 3 can be on guard mode. Nobody else. Now, our reinforcements, you're going to be coming in from back here. Okay, fair enough. Let's start the battle. Let's speed up. Okay, are they going to come, or are they going to wait for us? They are coming. Looks like... Yep, looks like they're coming. Okay. Just bought a little bit of time for our reinforcing Lord to come in. Down to 53 seconds. Let's go ahead and fire at... What do we have? Do we have orc boys somewhere? Yes, right there. I tell you what, you fire at whatever you want to fire at for now. That's fine. Orc boys, hit them. Okay, right here. Get ready. And you... For some reason I have lost audio on my battle again. That has happened to me once before recently. That's disconcerting. Oh no, it's because we're still sped up. That's why. That's on me. That's my fault. What are you? Oh, you need to get back. Get over here. Thought I had lost my audio, but it turns out I'm just an idiot. Okay, let's get you over this way. They're firing into you. You can charge forward. And you guys already did that. Charge forward as well. Now you can go ahead and help out over here along with you. And you guys, you help out. You can turn and that you're fine where you're at. You guys get over here. Over here. Let's go ahead and bring you up this way. Let's bring you like that. Okay, right here. Go ahead and get a buff to everybody. You try to shoot them. You three all on them. You can go ahead and do this. There we go. Works for me. Now, right here, get forward. Actually, get in on them. You can help out. You fire at them. Let's go ahead and have the grudge throwers firing at them. What's going on over here? Yeah, you can run them down. That's fine. Okay, over here, how are we looking? You two, go ahead and push forward. Okay, that should just about do it, I would think. Oh, nope, right here. Right here. Guys, turn around. Shoot them. Let's go ahead and have you fire at... Shark Boys, never mind. Good enough. In battle. Alright. So this time we're just going to sack. And at least we'll get some settled grudges out of it. A little bit of money. Not a ton. Yeah, pretty good money out of sacking it, though. Okay. Alright. That's good. We definitely needed that. Leadership bonus versus greenskins. That's very much needed as well. Potion of healing, very useful. And choir master, that's going to be super useful as well. Okay. All right, maybe there's a chance we can get the public order back under control here. So, if we have enough... We do not have enough movement to get back into the settlement itself. That's unfortunate. That is indeed unfortunate. You could, but I'm not sure there's any reason to. Alright, so public order is going to drop down to minus 81. If we do this, it's going to drop down to minus 85. And it'll go from minus 3 per turn to minus 4 per turn. Casualty replenishment rate is minus 100%. It's too much. I should have pointed that out in the video I did of Man the Ramparts. Minus 50%, minus 100% casualty replenishment rate is too much. Rune of Speed, or no, what we want to do, we probably want to do Axe Lord and Thunderer ultimately, but maybe we don't do it right away. We could do... We'll do Rune of Speed for now. Okay. And then you get Route Marcher. Okay. And somebody here gets a Potion of Healing, and I think it needs to be Thorek, which means he no longer has the Potion of Foolhardiness. We will save that for a Thane, maybe. All right. Good enough. We're not getting any replenishment for obvious reasons, but at least our army is not in terrible shape. We could even recruit a little bit more. Tell you what, first things first, I got to turn that back off again. That'll take us, again, to minus 81. We're at 18%. Okay. Well, I think there's not really a whole heck of a lot we could do, other than we could recruit a Lord and just recruit some, like, cheapo miners units just for a little bit of a buff of public order. But it wouldn't even begin this turn anyway. It wouldn't kick in until next turn. I think we're fine. All right. Let's, again, make sure that we're at war with everybody that we know we are. Okay, that's good. And does make it a little bit easier in terms of not having to check diplomacy. All right, well, this will be very interesting here. We'll have lost the founding settlement debuff next turn. We'll see whether it makes any difference in the game or not. Okay, Way of the Guilds, not super useful, obviously, as mentioned in the previous episode, since we're going to be declaring war on everyone anyway. But now, what are we at? We're at minus 81, we're losing 13 per turn. If I were to move Thorek directly into the settlement, we can change that to give us a +8, but we'd still be losing 5 per turn. So we may as well embrace the rebellion, right? So instead, we're just going to move you this way. Fimber Grouch. First time I've even bothered to look at his name. And then Thorek down here. And we're going to turn on collecting income. We're still only at minus 17, so we're actually not going to rebel quite yet. I almost wish we would. We're not getting any income out of it. Why are we not getting any income? Income from all buildings, minus 100%. So basically, yeah, this is crippling. It's too much. Basically, what you're saying is when your public order is below 75, your province it can't do anything at all. So you're completely helpless until it rebels. Yeah, it's too much. Okay, so let's go back to here. Research available. Let's go ahead and give. We'll take the heavy cairn stones. That's fine. And our garrison is obviously not going to get any replenishing done either, so that's a bit of an issue. Okay. Let's go ahead and just double check our diplomacy, make sure we are still at war with everyone. We are, and do another end turn. Okay, interesting. So, we're going to have a choice here. Imminent rebellion. We can either fight the rebellion or we can fight the Greenskins. We did get another public order boost there. And Krokgar, I see Krokgar down here, but he's not threatening us over here. Okay.
Ready. What?
We can't reach. We're going to move you into the settlement.
Let us begin.
We're going to move you
We push on
into this settlement.
Rune Lord of Garrisons.
And we'll see what they decide to do. But from this way, when the rebellion happens over here, hopefully we'll be able to attack with Fimber Grouch and reinforce with Thorek. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and give you Ancestral Grudge, since we are fighting the Greenskins. Works for me. Okay, fair enough. And Imminent Rebellion, yes, we know. -7, so we should get the, the +20 for the Rebellion next turn. We'll see how strong the Rebel Army ends up being. We do have some Oath Gold here, but we can't actually use the Forge just yet. And that army is decently strong. They might feel like they're strong enough to attack us. I don't think they are. I don't think they will, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Overall, as a faction, they're now stronger than we are. Okay. Interesting. All right, well, here we go. Like I said, this could be the second and final episode of the campaign. All right, he is retreating. Interesting. And let's take a look at the rebellion. It's in between. That's good. That's what we want. We're getting now, we're at -80 and we're getting the +20. But we do want to attack this right away. We don't want to take our time and allow that to get bigger. Right? We need to go ahead and take care of it for now. Which means moving you to here. And then attacking with you. And then when we do that, I don't know, we'll have to see what our public order looks like after that. Okay, so you, meanwhile, to here.
Quick about it.
And you go ahead and hit. Decisive victory. Could auto-resolve it without losing any units. Let's take a look at the battlefield. They do have trolls. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and fight it. Alright, so we got ourselves a little bit of a problem, which is that our reinforcements are coming in behind them. So, I think what I need to do is I need to hide you and see what they decide to do there. So let's go ahead and start the battle. And what are they going to do?
Victory will be ours.
If they don't do anything at all, then we can move Thorek's army to come in over here. And it looks like that's what we're going to do. Okay. Now we're looking at almost 5 minutes. But that's okay. We'll just pass the time. Alright, and so here at the 1 minute mark, let's go ahead and start having you move over to here. You can walk. And let's start getting ready to deploy with Thorek. Most important thing, of course, is going to be the grudge throwers. Let's go ahead and put the grudge throwers here on this hill, flanked by the quarrelers. And then let's go ahead and get you guys, like, here. And then let's get some warriors in between. Like so. You guys over here. You guys for now can be right there. And then all three of you here in the middle. And I think that's everybody, right? So let's go ahead and speed up. Okay, and then the question becomes, how are we going to draw them towards us? What is the range of our grudge throwers? Okay. We're going to have to move off the hill, unfortunately. I think it makes more sense to go this way. Let's try that. Speed up. And our grudge throwers, now how close are we? A little closer, but not quite there yet. Okay. Move everybody that much closer. And are we close enough? Almost. You can go ahead and fire at those work biggins. 1, 2, 3. You guys on guard mode. And we'll speed up again. Did a little bit of damage. The main thing though is we got to draw them towards us here. I'm surprised they're not coming towards us yet. I think they will. Yep, now they're starting to. Okay. You can hit those orc arrow boys maybe. What do we have? Orc boy biggins. How about those trolls actually? That might be good. Alright, you can probably move in a little bit here.
Get moving!
Okay, they're not really coming any too quickly, are they? We'll speed up again. Into those big ones again. You know what? While they're standing still, you can hit them. Okay, they stopped standing still. That figures. Alright, eventually they'll get brave enough to come closer. But I think we want to go back to trying to hit the infantry, since they cannot move as quickly, cannot evade as effectively. And then meanwhile down here, let's go ahead and get you. You can... Nope, not you actually. My mistake. You've got Rune of Wrath and Ruin. Let's go ahead and move you closer. What do we got here? Alright, you guys make sure you're in position to shoot those war boys when they get closer here. Go ahead and start backing up. Okay, that did a little bit of damage to him, but it also stopped them and gave him time to get back. and it stopped them in time and within range of our quarrelers, so that's good. We should be shredding them, hopefully. Shredding's maybe a strong term for what we're doing, but we're doing some damage to them anyway. We'll start getting you guys moving a little closer. Over here, start getting you guys closing in as well, because it doesn't look like they're going to flank us too badly. Okay, both of you take out those night goblins, actually. Now right here, you start to move that way. You guys get in on them. You guys move that way. You guys right here, do this. Right here. Tell you what, start taking out those boar chariots. And you fire at these arrow boys, I suppose. Okay, right here. How we doing? Let's go ahead and do this.
The runes are cast. Castle.
Drink the healing potion. Do the armor buff. And you help out with the enemy lord. You guys go ahead and get in on them. You guys as well. You can help out with him. Over here, how we doing? You shoot. You're fine what you're shooting at. Over here, we look okay. 4 of you just form the line there. And right here, help out on him. Right here, doing okay. You guys are... Tell you what, take them out. You guys take them out. Okay, you guys both shoot at Them over here, we're okay. Let's go ahead and do a... Not quite yet, guys. Turn around and help out on them. You guys all on them. Okay, right here. Try to take him out. Right here, we're doing some serious damage. Okay, both of you now. Try to take him out and come out of guard mode. You three. Oh, we want to take him out. Slowly. There we go. I think we got him. There we go. Good. Okay. Everybody turn around. You guys all on those trolls. And you as well on those trolls. And that should do it then. Okay. Works for me. Alright, so the real question then comes down to what is our public order going to look like? Get a little bit of money. Again, we'll take the Gorog again. And that should help a little bit more with the public order, but the real question now becomes... Oh yeah, I forgot. Plus we're going to have to try to chase them down. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. I don't think we've got the movement to reach... Oh, maybe we do. No, we don't.
The axe thirsts for war.
Yes, we do. Okay, we can run them down after all. But what is this doing? We're still at plus 20. Let's go ahead and give you then full plate armor. Nobody else gets a skill up. Okay, that's all fine. I think now we probably could get away with doing an auto-resolve here. So let's try it.
Attack.
Decisive victory. Yeah, I think we can auto-resolve that one. Didn't lose too much. 6 dwarfs, I think I can live with that. Now the real question is going to be, what's our public order going to look like now? Because we just lost the plus 20. Armor piercing weapon damage plus 8. Guess you'll give that to yourself, won't you? Okay, and another choir master, which is again very much needed. And we're at break even. Unbelievable.
Consider it done.
We're at break even and we can't. Well, we can turn that off. So now we're at plus 4. Okay. Well, it's better than nothing, I suppose. You can meanwhile go ahead and do... I'm definitely, I think, going to want to do the Thunderers. Reload time reduction for bolt throwers, grudge throwers, and quarrelers. Not yet. Thunder skill, not Thunder units. Probably. And then what's this? This is good for runesmiths. Okay, well, we don't have to do it just yet. I think for now maybe we go ahead and do... Let's do this. And you can now take Rune of Slowness. And we're going to go ahead and give you then the Potion of Foolhardiness. And we've got 2 Choir Masters and 1 Teller of Tales. And with all 3 of those assigned, we are just barely positive with our public order.
For the wisdom of the layer.
You can go ahead and move this way. And you can move into the settlement for now. Long term, not going to want to stay there, but it's fine. If we can get this then to, it's going to be 76 next turn. The turn after that, though, it'll be 72, and we'll start to get a little bit better. You have 4 turns of Gorog. Okay. And that's, again, with the income turned off. And if we look at what they are suffering up here, they're cheating. They're getting military presence plus 19. That's bad. That's bad. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. All right. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and double check diplomacy. We're at war with everyone. Okay. Yeah, we knew this was going to be tricky, but even a little bit trickier than I was expecting. Let's go ahead and do it. Another end turn. Okay, that's a concern. Yep, that's a huge concern. Now with the raiding camp, that means we're going to be suffering public order problems again. That is doing... I don't see the public order. Why don't I see the public... Oh, control -5. Okay. All right. Yep, that's a huge concern.
Summon me if
But
you dare.
We could attack him.
If you want something done
We're not strong enough to.
I ain't doing that.
Not really.
Onward. Ready.
Let's go ahead and give you hard to hit.
Dumgrong.
Yeah, I don't know if we can win this or not, honestly. But we have no choice because we're back to losing ground.
All ways are best.
All right, so if I move you
As
like
the
this,
King commands. Do you take me for a wazzock? What?
and I move you up to here,
Garrisons.
how do we want to do this? I think we need to attack with Thorek's army. These are orc boys with spears. Yeah, this is looking pretty ugly.
Repaid.
Decisive victory. Could auto-resolve it without losing any units. I'm going to go ahead and do that because I think at this point everybody's tired of seeing dwarfs versus greenskins.
Will be tested.
And we'll take the Gorog again, or do we want to take the treasury? No, we'll take the Gorog. We didn't kill him. Yikes.
Victory for the old ways.
All right. Leadership +5 when fighting greenskins for Fimber. That's good. We'll take that. And now, what are we going to do? In order to win a second battle here, can we reach? Yes, we can reach with this lord.
For glories past.
So you can go ahead and take...
Wisdom.
We'll give you Rune of Slowness, and
If you want
you
something done right,
can have... We'll give you Damping. That's fine. Okay, and then how are we looking here? Back to public order-wise, we're at +8 now. Okay, that's obviously much better. Thorek is close enough to reinforce if I make this attack.
for the wisdom of Valea.
We're going to have to fight it manually because we cannot lose any units
Let us begin.
unless I wanted to consolidate units. Or I could pull him out of the army, actually. If I pulled him out of the army, that might be good enough to not lose any units. Let's see what happens here. Let's go ahead and make this attack. I'm going to take a save here. We're going to make this attack.
Time for a reckoning.
Decisive victory. I don't lose any units. Excellent. Wow. Holy cow. I don't know how we didn't lose him. And how on earth did we not get credit for killing that guy? Come on, game. Alright, let's go ahead and take another bit of drink to victory then.
One more grudge of that.
Okay.
Iron
And
will.
now,
We
can
push
we
onward.
reach? Yes, we can reach.
to
Thank
the
goodness.
forges.
Okay.
From
We're not
these
getting any
will-
replenishment, but we are at least giving the +8 for military presence. And we're getting the +7 for military crackdown. We're getting +5 from events. Well, we should be getting more than that. We should be getting 10. One from Gorog with this army, and one with Gorog from this army, except he's in the wrong province. If I move him
Aye.
back into our province, maybe we will get... give you a hard hit. Maybe we'll get the Gorog for both of them, hopefully.
By the
Guess
grudge
we're gonna
of
find
Iron's
out.
will.
Did that work?
Always up.
Events 10. Nice. Okay. All right. We're going to be up to +60 next turn. Salvation. We might have a third episode after all. Okay. Holy cow. -80 growth. It's because of this. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much of a debuff. I really like the idea of making these modifiers meaningful, but it's not so much meaningful as it is just it turns your entire province into a useless province. It's absolutely 100% a useless province. And since at the beginning of the game it's your only province, it's not really playable the way it is. Sorry to say. I really like the foundation of the mod, but that's just a problem. It would be much better off probably later in the campaign, but at the beginning of a campaign, it's just too much. All right, so let's go ahead then and double check this. Again, we're at war with everyone. We'll be very much in serious trouble anytime an army shows up over here, that's for sure. But if we look at Arachnos here, we're back to being ever so slightly stronger than they are. And with a little bit of luck, when this is going to be at -60 next turn. Yeah, see, again, we're still going to have the casualty replenishment rate -50%. It's just, there's still zero casualty replenishment. It's probably still going to be 0 until we get above -25. Yeah, -25%. It's just too much. It's too much. It's too much. All right, I think I've probably made my point. All right, so let's go ahead and do another intern. Okay, we have finally unlocked the forge. Very nice.
Be sure to put your
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Recruit 30 new units. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to be doing that anytime soon. By the way, we're down to 67 health here. Our control is at -60 plus 16. So next turn, it's going to be it's going to be -44, which is going to put us here. But it's still going to be completely debilitating. It's still going to be 0% replenishment. Yeah, it's looking pretty bleak. It's looking pretty bleak. We certainly exacerbated it by combining it with the mod, the slower start, or the slower expansion mod, but that mod's effect ended turns ago, and this is all man the ramparts that is crippling us right now. Okay, it's too bad because there's so much I like about this mod. All right, so let's go ahead and I think we're going to leave Thorek here.
For the wisdom
And I'm going to leave
of the
you...
layer. Forwards,
Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I'm going to move you over here.
unto glory, for the ancestors.
Okay. And you know what I could do, actually? I could recruit. And obviously we could be merging units, but the problem is this right here. 2 turns. 2 turns to recruit. Well, we definitely want some quarrelers. It's only 2 turns to recruit up here too, but that's twice as expensive to do the recruiting. I think we're going to leave it at that. No, we're going to merge these 2.
Rune Lord.
Okay, and then we're going to recruit. That'll give us 4 quarrelers. We're going to recruit 2 more. And 1 more warrior. Wow, okay, that's going to be expensive, but
Master Rune Lord.
eventually we'll be able to start collecting income again. But not quite yet. Okay, alright. Good enough, I suppose.
What?
And let's check out. I do tend to like to start with character runes. And in particular, like ward save is really good. Boom. That will be quite useful. Let's go ahead and assign those. And conveniently, we have 3 different characters. So we'll give 1 to each of the 3 of them.
To war.
Okay. Maybe progress? Oh, we're at 23%. We got 7 turns remaining. Oh my. And they're vulnerable up there.
As good as done.
They are vulnerable, but it's not worth 12 settled grudges to attack that and put ourselves at risk because we can't see if there's another army up there. And we're definitely needed down here for the military presence. Alright, we're going to do 1 more end turn here, and then that might do it for this episode. We'll see what happens here. Alrighty, and so sometimes I can be a bit slow because I'm sure some of you are yelling at me right now like, you absolute idiot. I need to be building control buildings. So I need to get rid of that trinket maker and replace it with control building. I should probably be doing the same thing over here, but we're going to wait until the recruiting is done first. But in any case, we're at minus 45 now. And we're still getting the plus 10, so we're looking at 2 turns before we can get out of this junk right there. Still not getting any replenishment at all. Yeah, when you're at minus 45, you should be getting, and you're inside a settlement, you should be getting a little bit of replenishment. It shouldn't be nil like it is right now. But you know what? We learn. All right. Meanwhile, you can go ahead and... Can you reach down here? Yes, you can. We're going to go ahead and move you all the way down here. This might buy us an extra +1 in public order, because I think we have an odd number of units in Thorek's army. Yep, we got an extra +1 out of that. Okay. So you're fine right where you are. Still at war with everybody. Nope, we encountered the Golden Legion. When did we encounter them? Must have been last turn, and I forgot to double check. Okay, that's on me. Initiate diplomacy, declare war, boom. Okay. Alright, now, one more in turn, just because I'm really curious to see what happens next turn. Okay, the Savage Blow. Heavy cairnstones, an unusual location. This could be interesting. And a hero becomes a legend. Mission. Okay, units recruited. Very good. Now we're losing money, but we're in better shape here public order-wise. We can actually go ahead and do this. That's going to take us to -24 next turn, which it will get us into this area where we're no longer suffering the minus 25% to casualty replenishment rate. So we should start replenishing at that point. And what was the other thing I wanted to look at? Oh, an unusual location. So what do we have? Right here. Control +2. Okay, that's quite good for us. The Slaneshi corruption is not great, obviously, but we'll take it. And then we can also go ahead and build. Oh no, we have to be tier 2. No wonder I didn't do it. And this is going to give us a +1% to casualty replenishment if we can afford it. Income and oath gold. We're going to take this for now. Okay, you are fine.
What's up?
One more turn. I'm going to go one more turn just to see if next turn we have replenishment. And meanwhile, we're getting 425. Maybe we go ahead and go one more turn without it. And this is going to take us to -20. Yeah, we can afford it for one more turn. Okay. And then you're at 20 out of 20. So you're in good shape if you could just start replenishing. All right, Garrison Lord not moved. Yes, we know. Research available. Okay, the King's Share or Khazid subsidies. What we really need is public order. Control. Thane's authority all the way over there. Okay, that's not good. Not anywhere near being able to do that. Okay. Khazid subsidies or the King's Share. We'll take Khazid subsidies. Works for me. And here we go. Wait a minute. We got two more here. We need a hero becomes a legend and grow your forces. Okay. And we need to double check our diplomacy. Okay. We're at war with everybody. All right. Here we go. Last end turn for this second episode. And it does look like we're going to have a third episode. Okay, I've got my fingers crossed that when I click on this army, I'm actually going to see some replenishment. Faction destroyed, New Mas Dynasty, okay. Another +1 control from Disciplinarian, that's good. Research Technologies, sure, we'll get there. And we've got the Barley Field built. Okay, here we go, the moment of truth. Oh, hallelujah. Oh, hallelujah, okay. Oh my goodness, it feels good. Good to be getting replenishment. Oh my, does that feel good. Okay, alright.
As you like.
Crazy. And we're getting growth. Okay, we have conquered the first hurdle here. We have the settlement, we have the province back under control. We're here in the middle. We can even start collecting income again. And we're back into the green. Look at that. We're not strong, don't get me wrong. But in terms of a survival game, we're still surviving and can't really say much more than that, really, at this point. So let's go ahead and leave it there. And I'm going to go ahead and... what am I going to do? I don't know. I'm going to do something to relax because this has been a relatively stressful episode here. So, all right, anyway, which is, on purpose. It's the way I like it. All right, thanks everybody so much for watching. I will see you all in the next episode.